generating awareness that there is a problem in your business. It doesn't even have to really be a problem. It could be some kind of a hiccup or something that's stalling you out at a certain level. Generating that awareness is the first step of meaningful, intentional change, really. In fact, before the awareness that, hey, there's something here's not working, you're not even contemplating it. We call that the pre-contemplation phase. It's like you don't even know or care that there's a problem, right? And so awareness is being able to come to the realization, and it's usually a cognitive, emotional realization that, hey, something here is not working. Whatever it was, the skills, the beliefs, the attitudes, the habits, the behaviors that got me here are not enough to get me there. And so I like to use this useful framework to help people understand what does it mean to imagine, envision, expand into new territories of learning new attitudes and behaviors. And so the first step in this model, and it's known by different names, but one of the most common names is the learning ladder. It's just the stages of cognition and understanding and emotional acceptance of what needs to change and how to do it. So the first step we'll call unconscious incompetence. And even people who have never seen this framework, I have lots of clients who are very well educated, people who come from big three consulting backgrounds and have never seen this framework. And so I'll ask them, what does unconscious incompetence mean? And they typically respond to me, well, it's like you don't know what you don't know, right? And so that's really what it is. It can also be, let's say you're overweight, right? Or you want to make some kind of a health change in your life and you're stuck in that rut. You might know that you need to change your diet. You might know that you need to move more, that you need to get more aerobic or anaerobic exercise. But if you haven't even gone there, then really the attitudes and the psycho-emotional playbook that you're going by at that time, it's not even a factor. So you're still really an unconscious incompetent because your daily routine is not affecting you going towards that next level. So the first step is the unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. The next step is called conscious incompetence. And it logically follows from unconscious incompetence. It's that phase where, okay, I get it. I'm fat. Or my business is stalled out at a certain point. We've hit the $1 million revenue mark. We've hit the $5 million revenue mark. We've hit the $10 million revenue mark. And we have no imagination. We're stressed out. We don't have the resources to take this thing to the next level. What do we either need to do in terms of applying the brake or getting your foot off of the, actually, we're going to have to cut that part out. What do we need to do in terms of getting your foot on the gas or taking your foot off the brake? Can you imagine driving around, you've got this, V12 Bugatti, and you leave the parking brake on and you set your foot on the brake and then you slam the gas down with your other foot and the car's doing this. Sometimes we get stuck like that in life. And guess what? Nobody's immune. All of us have that, right? It's a common human problem. And that's why having somebody come in from the outside, either as a coach, a trainer, a consultant, a business coach, or a leadership executive coach, having somebody come in from the side who is not emotionally stuck in your world, in your mess. That's why it's of value, because somebody who's not emotionally attached to your outcomes or the things that you feel you have to give up to get to the next level, when someone comes in to be able to do that, they can help you get unstuck pretty fast, right? But nobody is immune to that. So that conscious incompetence is, okay, now I know what I don't know. And that's really the first part of the awareness phase is just being able to understand, hey, something's wrong here. Houston, we have a problem, right? Something's wrong here. Something needs to be remedied, and then looking at it, and then the conscious incompetence phase we'll talk about when we get into the identification and assessment of the issue or the problem.